season. No team had a better defensive efficiency than the Super Bowl champion Eagles. They finished narrowly ahead of the Vikings, who finished the regular season with that 14-3 record. In fact, all the teams in the top 10 in defensive efficiency last season finished with double-digit wins. So Mina Kimes has revealed her top 10 defenses for the 2025 season on her latest podcast, The Mina Kimes Show, featuring Lenny. We see 6 through 10 here. Mina, take us from 5 to 2, please.
All right, gonna start with the Minnesota Vikings. NFC North has a lot of good defenses, by the way. Brian Flores is one of the most creative play callers in football, but it's not just about their scheme, which is admittedly quite fascinating. They have a ton of talent up front. Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, Dallas Turner hasn't even emerged yet, and they added a couple of defensive tackles in Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. A little worried about the corner group, which is where I ding them a bit, but I still expect them to be very good and turn the ball over a lot. This is a little bit of a drop, I know, for the Philadelphia Eagles. For me, this is just about the departure of Josh Sweat and Milton Williams. A lot of pressures walking out the door, but fortunately for Philadelphia, they are unbelievable at drafting and developing defensive linemen. I think Zach Bond is going to be excellent again this year, and he gets help now from Jihad Campbell, maybe my favorite player in the entire draft, plus Vic Fangio, the GOAT. All right, going to number 3 here. So the Baltimore Ravens defense, you saw their season-long ranking at the beginning, but in the second half of the season, after they made the switch at safety, they were the best defense in football in both EPA per play and success rate. They add Malachi Starks and Jair Alexander on the back end. It's year 2 for Zach Orr, who I thought had a great first year as a defensive coordinator. I'm very confident that defense is going to be elite. Okay, I wrestled a lot between 2 and 1, and I really thought about putting the Texans as number 1 because they have it all talent-wise. Arguably the best 4-man rush in football with Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. on opposite sides. Corner group is outrageous. Derek Stingley Jr. is unbelievable. Kamari Lassiter was so good last year. They traded for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. D'Amico Ryans is fantastic at coaching defense, and the ranking reflects that.
Mina, I am so excited that you put the Texans anywhere in the top 5, but who's number 1?
I am going with the Denver Broncos, Marcus. The Denver Broncos, who last year were first over the course of the entire season in both EPA per play and success rate, and I think they got better. At the beginning of the show, we talked about the importance of having both defensive tackles who can rush the passer and ends. So the edge rushers, Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper, were excellent, but Zach Allen, 3rd league-wide in pass rush win. Behind him, linebacker was the biggest weakness. They go out and they get Dre Greenlaw from San Francisco. And then this corner group, good Lord. Patrick Surtain, defensive player of the year. Riley Moss, you throw in Jade Barron at nickel. You had Talanoa Hufanga, who's a ball-hacking safety. Vance Joseph has done a fantastic job of calling the defense. What is not to like about this unit? I think they're so good and so deep.
Swagoo, you absolutely love this, obviously.
I absolutely do. Look, I'm telling you, we've been together too long, okay? Because I just did a list yesterday. And I had the same 5 teams, I believe, except I didn't have Philly in there, but it was about improving your defense. But Houston and the freaking Denver Broncos, man. I'm telling people right now, the Broncos are going to be a major issue for people when they start trying to either run and pass. And I always look at it from that prism because if you have a significant weakness in one, it doesn't allow you to be a really good defense. But you got 2 teams up there that can flat out get after it. And the Dre Greenlaw move to me, who I think, barring none injury, would be in the conversation for the best linebacker in the NFL. I think that's going to take them to another level. And the level of physicality him and Hufanga is going to bring in the run game as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Greenlaw addition was actually kind of what put them over the Texans for me, because I thought that was the one area where I had some questions about the Texans. And the Broncos, it was the area you could attack last year, throwing the ball to running backs. I thought it was so smart of them to go out and add him, and assuming he comes back healthy. We've seen him when he's healthy. He was phenomenal in San Francisco.
So now it's up to the offenses, right, of both of those teams. Bo Nix in his second season, and we'll see CJ, who had a drop-off in his second season, how he and that Texans offense bounce back next year. Love it, Mina. Thanks. That's a great top 10. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to our breaking news coming down this afternoon regarding kicker Justin Tucker. Adam Schefter What do we need to know?
Well, he's suspended 10 weeks, Hannah. Justin Tucker was accused of sexual misconduct by 16 massage therapists from 8 spas and wellness centers in the Baltimore area. All the alleged misconduct reportedly occurred between 2012 and 2016 during Tucker's first 5 seasons in the NFL. And now he is being essentially suspended for 10 weeks. Now, he released a statement through his agent, Rob Roach, in which he said that he disagreed with the NFL's ruling, but he is willing to accept it at this time so that everybody can try to move forward this season, moving forward now.
A story will continue to follow Justin Tucker without an NFL team at this point. Coming up next on NFL Live, after a big year from Trey McBride, he's aiming for even better, and you don't want to miss which quarterback tight end duo he says that he...
Skull Nation, what is up? It's your guy Victor here, and man, do we have something huge to talk about today. A potential move that could change everything for the Minnesota Vikings this season. Yeah, I'm talking about Jalen freaking Ramsey, and the fact that we might actually be able to get him, like for real. Let's break this all down. Let's talk cap space, scheme fit, what it means for our young corners, and whether this blockbuster trade is a dream or actually possible. So look, going into the 2025 season, the Vikings roster is looking solid. I'm talking Jordan Addison ready for a breakout, JJ McCarthy looking sharp, and Brian Flores cooking up another year of chaos on defense. But if there's one unit that has question marks, it's the cornerback room. Yeah, we locked down Byron Murphy Jr. Gave him 3 years, $54 million, and he's been worth every penny. Dude's entering his prime at 27 and can play inside or outside. But Shaquille Griffin's back in Seattle. Gilmore's still a free agent, and now we're left asking, is Isaiah Rodgers ready to start opposite Murphy? Can Mickey Blackman handle CB3 duties consistently? The potential's there, no doubt. But are we really confident enough to bet the season on it? Enter Jalen Ramsey. 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, one of the most dominant corners of this generation. And yeah, he's only 31. Some analysts, including Tyler Furness from A to Z Sports, are saying the Vikings could easily trade for him. Apparently the Dolphins and Ramsey both want to move on. And guess what? The asking price might just be a mid-round pick. Are you kidding me? A guy like Ramsey, and we're talking a 3rd or 5th rounder? Kwesi, if you're watching this, don't wait, just do it. We've got those picks in 2026. We're good. Now, let's be honest, it's never that simple. The salary cap always finds a way to crash the party. Right now, we've got over $23.5 million in cap space, so we can absorb Ramsey's hit for 2025. That part's not an issue, but 2026 is where things get messy. We're already projected to be around $60 million over the cap. And Ramsey's deal, that cap hit jumps big time, like 30% more according to the math. So yeah, the trade is possible, but long term, Kwesi would have to do some serious restructuring, maybe convert some salary to bonus, stretch things out, maybe even push other contracts down the line. It's doable, but risky. Okay, so here's where I stand. I'm a Vikings fan, born and raised, and I've seen this team come so close so many times. We're building something here. We have the weapons on offense. We've got Flores dialing up chaos on defense, and now we've got a young QB to mold. A guy like Jalen Ramsey brings swagger, experience, that alpha dog mentality that could anchor the entire secondary. But if the coaching staff really believes in Isaiah Rodgers and Blackman, then maybe the smart move is a cheaper one, like bringing back Gilmore on a 1-year vet deal. He's 35, sure, but he was rock solid last year. So Vikings fans, what do you think? I need you to drop a comment right now. Should the Vikings go all in and trade for Jalen Ramsey? Or should we stay cautious and let the young guys prove themselves? And hey, if you like deep Vikings takes with real passion behind them, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an update. Skull Nation, we ride together. This is Victor. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Skull.